Hey y'all, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. The time has come, dear friends, for me to remove my gorgeous Vettsy almond shaped gel tips. I've never done this before. A couple of videos back, I'll pop a link up here. I showed y'all how I created this mani for the very first time using tips and Vetsy's solid nail glue. And I'm pretty sure I promised that I would show y'all how I take them off. So I'm just giving y'all a little bit of an overview on what I'm going to be using. I bought some little table towels. I'm not going to use my Melody Susie dust collector. You guys, my filter is disgusting. It is gross. Look at it. Ugh. And what I typically do is I rinse my filters and then I just let them air dry. But I never got around to doing that before I needed to. I feel like I really need to take these off. I mean, yeah, they're grown out, but just that teeny tiny little bit of extra length, like I'm really feeling it like every time I go to grab something. So I'm not going to use the dust collector, but because my nail drill is attached to it, it's going to be sitting here on my desk. But I bought these little table towels. They're just like little disposable, sort of like just kind of like big ass paper towels. And they sent me these. They're not the same material, I don't think. But I'm going to try to do my soaking off with these. And if they don't work, then I will switch over to cotton rounds. So yeah, I got my acetyl. Oh, Snoop here going to help me out. And of course, I adore my Melody Susie dust collector and e-file. And I also got, I want to say I got these on Amazon a couple years ago, some Melody Susie bits. And I'm going to probably, more than likely, use one or two of my favorite bits in this. I mean, I use these religiously. And one's a fine, one's a medium. They're both safety bits and they're shaped differently for different areas, around your cuticles or whatever. This one I use all the time on Nana as well as myself because I feel more comfortable getting closer to her cuticles with the flame bit. So fine, medium, and then of course my trusty dusty sanding band. Once I get the tips themselves off, from what I hear, you can't soak off the solid nail glue as easily as you can other nail glues. So, but I definitely don't want to be going in with like a super coarse e-file bit. I don't want to get close to my natural nail bed, of course. So let's just jump right in here. I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 off camera and then just show you how to do the last one. So sit tight. I'm really saddened to see these beauties go. In fact, Nana went so crazy over this mani. I'm going to pop a picture up right here. Literally within like 3 or 4 days, she had me do this mani right here on her. Obviously, her nails she doesn't do tips. So I did that on her natural nails, but she absolutely went insane for this, as did I. And you know what? I've had it on for almost a month. I did it when G-Money was here, I don't know, 3.5 weeks ago. It's time for him to go. So let's get going. So I'm going to use a straight edge toenail clipper to clip off my tips. They do clip like a dream. They clip off super easily. Oh, I'm so sad to see them go. And now I'm just going to take my e-file and get off all of the polish and the top coat. And oh, by the way, you can save 30% at Vettsy.com with code BLL20. So I'm going to get off as much as I can before I soak. And you can see right here the glue that sort of splooged out at my free edge when I was applying these, which is probably going to happen, when you're applying these tips. So I'm going to go ahead and e-file this. And let me tell y'all, first of all, I forgot to show y'all me applying the foils, okay? I did use some cotton rounds and those little, I guess, lint-free wipes or whatever. For some reason, I forgot to show y'all that. Here's where I went wrong. The first place I went wrong. Number one, I should have chosen a soak off method and stuck with it. So the foils I put on for maybe 12, 13 minutes, took them off. They weren't entirely ready. Put them back on for another 5 minutes or so. They weren't ready. So I switched over to just soaking in a dish with just straight up acetone. Now I will tell y'all, the tips do soak off. They soak off kind of like a dream. They do turn sort of jelly-like and like rubbery. If you have a flippy flap hanging off, please do not grab that and just pull that off of your nail, because you will be taking off parts of your nail plate, and that is not good, honey. So the tips themselves, like I said, they soaked off. Where I struggled was getting the glue off, of course, but specifically the glue at my free edge. Like, look at this is all glue that had just splooged out at the end when I was applying these bad boys. So the glue does not want to soak off. So you're going to see a lot of just, back in the acetone dish, soak for a couple minutes, scrape. Unfortunately, the stuff sort of starts to like reharden when you take it out of the acetone. So I don't know. There was a lot of this going on. I started this like from the time I started soaking with the foils till the very end of me getting everything off with my e-file, an hour and 45 minutes. There is no way this should have taken an hour and 45 minutes. I just was not patient enough. Okay, so that was another big what the heck are you doing, girl? I should have chosen a soak off method and stuck with it. But no, here I am, soaky soak, scrapey scrape, soaky soak, scrapey scrape. I was annoying myself, and I'm tired at this point, and I'm just almost fed up. But I gotta keep going. We gotta power through, honey. Oh, back in the acetone we go. So, more scrapey scrapes. Again, don't just grab stuff and just pull it off. Don't ever do that. Eventually, I do get this big glue splooge off my free edge. Eventually, again, don't be pulling, but here it is. Looking super attractive. And and by the way, I'm also sort of like at the back end of a psoriasis flare up. So I have some dryness on my fingertips. Please don't think that has anything to do with any sort of reaction. So yay, I got that little tip off, the glue off of that free edge. We're still scraping, but I did, after I filmed this removal process, I did run out to Amazon and I bought these acetone soaker offer tubs. So yay me, got that off. I bought this like 2-pack, and it comes with a couple little accoutrement even. And what you do is you actually take the lid, whatever, thing off, and you put hot water down in here, and then you reclamp on the things, and you put your acetone in the nail wells, and then the hot water will help activate and keep that acetone, really doing its thing. So I got a 2-pack, and I want to say they were it was like $10 or something, $10-12. But I finally hit my leftover rubber base from Madam Glam, and I can see the pinkness, and I'm thinking, okay, here we go. So now I'm just going to go in with my sanding band. I think I have this on a 4. I basically, when I do my nail prep, prep my nail beds and my cuticles and stuff, my e-file is set on a 4, so it's a very low speed. It's very gentle. I'm just buffing. I'm not doing like a full ass, mani. I'm not doing my cuticles and all that stuff, but you can see this glue. It is a bugger, y'all. It don't want to come off. But I kept at it, and eventually it goes flying off. And that pretty much happened on almost all of my nails. Listen, I'm not at all knocking the solid nail glue. It's amazing. My nails look phenomenal. For almost a month, maybe close to a month, maybe 2 or 3 days over a month. I don't know, a month plus 3 days. But if you're going to use a sanding band, you're going to know when you're touching your natural nail bed versus this rubbery glue. Okay, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a process, honey. That was a process. Now, let me tell you what. Let me zoom out a little bit. I kind of know what to do next time. Yeah. And what not to do. And I told y'all that. You heard me say that in my voiceover. But I am pretty happy with what I'm seeing here. No major damage. I do have a little bit of leftover like base coat from my previous mani. And you just saw that I buffed the surface of all my nails. I did a little bit of cuticle work, but nothing major. It is after 4 a.m. and your girl is tired. I'm just going to throw on some Madam Glam Elixir here. I plan to be in the pool tomorrow. And like I said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm freaking tired. So I'm just going to lube up, sit here and soak for a few minutes, and then get my little space cleaned up. And maybe you'll see me do my next set in a different video, because that obviously will not be happening in this one. Yeah, I do still have some like rubber base left over, but my nails are in great shape. Honestly, I think filing just might be the way to go, and forget all about the soaking, because yeah, that's a mess. It's a mess. It took forever, but yeah, that's how I removed my Vettsy almond, air quote, soak off gel tips. No, they really are soak off. It's just the glue that's just a freaking monster to get off, obviously. But I'm happy. I'm happy. So we'll see what I do next time. If you stuck around this long, ciao, bless ya. By the way, I have a discount code for you guys down in the description box below. Check out everything that they have to offer. Yeah, I am not upset, you guys. I'm not upset. Okay, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Bye.